Yes, but those days seem like they were a lifetime ago. Too old. I have lived far past my time, where countless younger men now feast with shore. I do, but most of them have faded into memory after all these years. For the longest time, I thought I was Talos Reborn, or the Great Dovahkiin. The foolishness of youth, and an unwillingness to let cooler heads prevail when my blade was in hand. All across Skyrim, even down past the Geralt Mountains, I traveled from town to town, cave to cave, seeking thrills and adventure, from days of slaying Draugr and bandits, to nights of feasting and womanizing in the local taverns. I was unstoppable. Maybe, but there was a freedom to it that was too difficult to resist. From the Ratway to the throat of the world, I lived like a king, feasted and drank as if it were my last meal, and fought like Iskramor himself. Nothing could compare to the nervous thrill in the pit of my stomach right before battle. I fought for gold, for love, even for entire holds. The same thing that changes anyone. Love. I met my wife while working in Whiterun Hold. A group of rogue students from the college had set themselves up nearby to attack travelers, while they no doubt needed food and supplies as any of us. It soon progressed from stealing to outright massacring everyone in their way. I'd been hired by a group of local farmers, led by 2 patriarchs, to track the mages and put an end to the attacks. The sites had already been cleared by the guards, and anyone I talked to in town were either scared stiff or didn't know anything. I heard that another warrior was also on their path, a fierce, red-headed Nord woman, and I welcomed the challenge. There was nothing wrong with some competition, after all, especially with a warrior of equal skill. However, the winter rains had set in, and as any hunter can tell you, this only made finding my targets more difficult. For days I searched the region, but there was no sign. Tired and annoyed, with days since my last fight, I made the journey back to Dragon's Reach. As I was making my way back, I crossed paths with the merchant near the western watchtower. The rains were relentless as Kain's wrath fell from the heavens, and the merchant was huddled in furs, with an old horse in tow. With barely a hint of sunset poking through the gloom and rain, I walked over and asked them if they needed help back to the city. The woman smiled at me and threw back her hood, red hair and a twinkle in her eye. Before I could even respond, a lightning bolt came crackling through the rain, and she threw herself forwards, knocking both of us to the ground. The mages had sneaked up on us, and I cursed myself for not being more aware, outclassed by my rival no less. The rain was endless and difficult to see in, but it was as much of an advantage to us as it was the attackers. I remember pushing myself up from the soil to see one of the mages come running up, a dagger in one hand and a fire spell in the other. As quickly as I could, I unsheathed my weapon, rolled to the side, and brought it up in a swing, putting all my might behind it. The mage crumpled to the ground, and I leapt toward another of them, tearing through their barrier and running my blade through their chest. My friend was being attacked by 2 mages, but fought them off with a sword and a makeshift shield formed from a section of the cart. I went to help her, only to find another 3 mages moving towards me. Clearly, they thought to overwhelm us with numbers.
Must be his better self at all times and under all conditions.
Perhaps, but they certainly fought like a horde of hag-ravens, and the wilderness had toughened them.
The Empire is man's last bastion. Never forget.
Aye, but not without ending up with scars of our own. The rain continued to pour down, and the Whiterun Plains were too open to try for any strategy. The woman and I ended up back to back, the group of mages almost having exhausted their magical reserves. At last, we found an opening and finished the rest of them off. By that point, our clothes had been soaked with rain and blood, and we were both tired. We agreed to wait till morning and sought refuge in the watchtower, still abandoned back then. The fire pit was serviceable, and some old furs and hay were enough to form a place to rest. There was only room for one of us, but we found a way to make it work, and it kept the two of us warm until the rain passed. Next morning, we returned to Dragon's Reach and told those farmers that the job was done. I was already taken with her by then, and we agreed to split the gold equally. After living a free life on the path, I wanted to be with her. I couldn't contain myself. By the city gate, I told her how I felt in one nervous outpour. I must have looked like a fool. She just stood there, watching me as she listened intently. When I was finished acting like a boy with his first crush, she smiled softly. To my surprise, she leapt forward into a hug and kissed me on the cheek. Love. True, God's damned love. From that moment onwards, I gave up the womanizing, and we lived a life on the road together. I was a warrior in my prime, and had the love of my life to match. I couldn't have asked for a greater gift than her. We were an odd sight, two warriors working together. Most of the time, it's easier for adventurers to go their own way, but we didn't mind it. She was so beautiful, I can't even begin to describe it, and she showed me there was so much more to life. Two young warriors, fierce and in love. For years, we took work across Skyrim, even further on occasion, and lived however we liked. Most of all, we were together. But those days can't last forever. After being married under the eyes of Mara, we agreed to settle down and move to a small farm on the outskirts of Shore Stone. By then, she was with child, and we couldn't risk any more fights. We hung up our weapons on the wall and started a new life together. I wanted to be with her no matter what, but it wasn't that easy. You seem like the adventuring sort, so perhaps you can sympathize. All my life had been spent in battle, and there I was, a mountain of a man that didn't know one end of a hoe from the other. I was no farmer. I was built for war, not milking cows. Winter came and went, and she gave birth to a baby boy, my son. I thought he was pathetic. All the mewling like an animal. He would cry all night, or otherwise sit gurgling on the floor, babbling in the way that children do. Soon's breath. What on earth was I supposed to do with him? I didn't know how to be a father. I tried. I really did. But all it did was make my wife's day more difficult. She had a way with children, as if she'd been destined to be a mother.
In these grave times, each legionnaire must be his better self
then,
at all times and under all conditions.
Then it all comes back to the Great War. After years of living as an adventurer on the road, I decided to enlist with the Legion. Even if I couldn't help our home, I could, at the very least, help protect my wife and son. Battle was in my blood, and it would be good to get back in the field. Or so I thought. Great might be in its name, but I witnessed unimaginable cruelty, and no one walked away from it without scars. When I returned, my boy was almost 2 winters old. It was strange, really, when time passes and stands still. My wife had pleaded with me not to go, not to throw away everything we'd built together, but she was relieved to see that I was still alive. Of course, but what I had seen in the war had put all thought of bloodshed from my mind. I was content, at least, to live out my days in peace, even if life on the farm had its hardships. The boy even started to grow on me, and it felt like we were finally a family. Yes. One day, my son must have been 3 or 4 years old by then. I was out with the cows when a group of bandits came riding up. They demanded gold for our protection against any threats before riding off, saying that they'd return in a few days. It was all nonsense, of course, but I had a family to look after, and both my wife's and my own weapons had been gathering dust above the fire. We talked for a long time and decided that we would pay them, at least for the time being. The farm had set us back quite a lot, but we had spent years building up a small fortune on the road. In hindsight, it was likely word of that fortune that brought those bandits to us in the first place. Huh, gold. What good are septums? True to their word, the bandits came back a few days later. I remember that day, because the afternoon light made the leaves look like they were on fire. But they came in greater force than we were expecting. As I handed the gold to their leader, he knocked it out of my hand and spat in my face. They wanted all of it, or they would kill us. I would have torn him limb from limb right there, but I had a family to look after. I turned and walked slowly towards the house, my wife glaring from the doorway. She was dig on himself whenever she got that look in her eyes and her arms were crossed, but all she did was glare at the bandits. I never got the chance. As I moved inside, carefully watching the bandits from the window, one of them had crept up to the side of the house and set it on fire. When the smell of burnt wood hit us, I reached for our weapons above the fireplace and threw my wife's sword in her direction. They were hoping to burn us and the fortune out in one go. The bastards. A volley of arrows tore into the side of the house, and we threw ourselves down on the ground before crawling out, using the smoke as cover. It had already begun to fill the house, that smell that clings to your throat. But we could still save our home. We just had to move quickly. My wife leapt towards the ones waiting by the horses, while I ran around to the side, near the trees where the others lay in wait. The thrill of battle might be exhilarating, but fighting for your home and loved ones is another thing entirely. It's all-consuming and ruthless. The bandits were slain, one by one, and the two of us fought in battle, one last time. I managed to save the house, but it was badly damaged, and we were both injured in the fighting. We were safe and alive, and then it hit us. Before the bandits had arrived, my son had been laying down to sleep for his afternoon nap, hoping that whatever happened, he'd be safe. But in that very same wing of the house, where the fire had started, I kicked in the door and found him exactly where he was, lying on the cot I'd carved for him a few weeks earlier, and he wasn't breathing. I could barely contain myself as I took his body in my arms and walked out slowly to where my wife was. I didn't have to say anything. As soon as she saw him, she collapsed to the ground and wept her heart out. It broke me. As much as we loved each other, that was the end of everything. I left my blade behind me, and I have been out here ever since. Pray that you never have to go through such a thing, traveler, for not even the gods can bear it. You don't have to say anything. All I need is a warm drink. Gods know it's been cold out there.
Bit by bit, we bring
No, that ship has long since sailed. Last I heard, She was in the palace at Windhelm, her shield maiden days well behind her. We aren't enemies by any means, but even love can't survive the death of a child. It was for the best that we went our separate ways. I still love her, gods, with all my heart, but what we had was in the past. Now, all the two of us have are the memories together.
Solitude is as glorious as they said it was. Nothing like Falkreath where I grew up.
His name was Torin. My boy. My son. Is there something you need? Sovngarde? No.
My
All
father
I
was all the
ask
family
is
I've
to
ever
see my
had.
family.
I felt so lost when he died. But the crew of the Red Wave's my family now. I've seen some truly wondrous sights since I took to the seas. I had no idea a man could die in so many ways.
Hello there. We haven't met, have we? I'm Fironet, although my friends call me Firo, or Netta for short. Although I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. We just met, so we're hardly friends. Not to mean that we won't be friends someday, or even today. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at this. Can we start over? Oh, well met as well. I mean, well met and greetings. Oh, what I'm trying. Oh, sweet taffy treats, I did it again, didn't I? Well, I was kind of hoping. And, truth is, I'm perfectly happy just being Ned of the Milk. Well, but after hearing it a number of times from different people, you start to think there might be some. True. On the one hand, all this anxiety can't be good for my health. Or my skin. On the other hand,
Just yesterday
at
I
least
saw a
now I
musician
can
in the
still cling to
street
hope.
playing a flute.
Safe
It was
journeys.
beautiful. I want that flute. Dorian is helping me perfect my fencing, but I don't think I'll ever be as good as he is.
Yes, what do you want? Can't you see I'm busy dying? What, so healthy people can't die now? I'll have you know we can. It just takes thrice the time. I will be whatever I want to be. I will not be courteous. No, I was stripped of it by the only thing that could affect someone of my eminence. Somehow, I doubt that. One with your considerable waistline would have proved too tempting a morsel for a dragon to ignore. How absurd! My personal chef saw to it that I ate only the healthiest meals, and my servants made sure to compliment me on the result. Were my servants lying to me all this time? If they were smart... Oh, I don't hold it against you. Were I to choose you... So, as the Nords are fond to do, I seek marriage without courtship. Time is short, and every day is worth 2 tomorrows.
I'm all for diplomacy, but the sooner the
What
Emperor
is it?
deals with this civil war mess, the sooner we can get back to Cyrodiil.
And who do you think fed the soldiers and reared their mounts? Ashwood Farm had a contract with the Empire, and they paid handsomely. With no Jarl, there were no taxes, and with a military garrison situated in the city, our homes were guarded tighter than the Blue Palace itself. Helgen was indeed a military outpost, and that is precisely what made it profitable. And what should I do with it? Work the fields like some common harridan? I know my worth. And for one with my stock, there are only 2 sensible ways to make a fortune. By marriage, or by blood. And unless some wealthy uncle shows up with gold spilling out of his pockets, the only viable alternative is marriage. What's that supposed to mean? Someone like me. You mean someone who is young, highborn, and educated?
Damn rebels.
I am affable. I am sweet. I am the most devastating beauty Skyrim has witnessed in 5 millennia. And you are evidently blind. I admit, my personality is a bit disarming to some. I am a simple woman who knows what I want, and isn't willing to settle for anything less. You may paint me as selfish for thinking so, but most failed marriages are a product of compromises. Compromises leave you unfulfilled and unsatisfied, and resentful of the spouse who forced you to make them. I inherited it. My mother was a hard woman, and she treated her servants, her farmhands, and her children like hardened criminals. I remember we had an orc servant, bastard born, and every time my mother got drunk, she made it a point to remind him. She gave the poor I don't have to imagine how much they hurt. I know the taste of it all too well. Yes, only the beatings weren't enough. Bruises heal, but the words stick you like a dagger. One day I asked a servant why he puts up with it, and he told me, same reason you do, for the gold. I learned a valuable lesson that day. The one with the gold makes the rules. Those without it are prisoners. Those with it can forever live free. I most certainly am not. The lessons I learned were not gifts, but things that I paid an overwhelming price for. People always talk about the horrors of discrimination, but they seem to revel in it when it affects the rich. While it's true that when my mother died, I was afforded every luxury, but they seem to revel in it when it affects the rich. Leave, then.
Oh, hello. We're paying our respects to me dead husband. Henry and I lost his father, and now I do it. Thank you, we manage. I just have to keep Henry entertained and out of trouble. That's the really hard part.
Drive me crazy.
Probably eager to see you. Well, it'll make her day when she sees your face. But enough about that. I have an idea. How about we play a game? I'll ask you some questions. If you get all the answers right, I have something for you. But if you get even one wrong, you have to help me take care of a problem.
Come on now. My carriage is the same.
First question. What's my saber cat's name? That's my not-so-little boy. Next question. What nickname did Megara give you? Excellent. One last question. Where does Megara like to stay in Whiterun? Maybe I made the game too easy, but I promised you something if you win. So here. It's nothing special. Just a little something to keep you warm. But I have to ask, are you absolutely sure you don't want to help confront a certain problem of mine? You've already done enough for me anyway, friend. River certainly didn't make retrieving my ring easy, but thanks to you, it's back where it belongs. Now why don't we go get Megara? She must be at the Drunken Huntsman. You dropped something. Here. Don't mention it. I know how you get when I blink. Wouldn't want you to worry for too long. So remember, if you've lost me, simply place the feather on your palm. Using its magical link to me, you'll know exactly where I am. Something tells me you'll need this. Anyway, shall we go?
Feel free to make requests. Thank you.
Fascinating.
I welcome you, friend. Take a look. May your road lead you to warm sands.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Perfect. We got to kill some bandits. Sounds like a good deed.
You have a death wish? Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
You're brave to be carrying. How much gold?
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Solitude is as glorious as they... I don't abide fancy clothes, but you look like you might. I hear Radiant Raiment has a large selection.
You ready to go yet?
Watch it!
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
Funny, I was just thinking about you, and here you are. You too. It's been a while. Actually, I was starting to worry something terrible had happened. Well, if you feel like easing my worries and having some company, I'd love to join you on your travel. I'd feel better if I could be there to heal you when you're hurting. And that goes for any friends you bring along, too. Anyway, thanks for coming to see me. If you need me, I'll be here. I love seeing that face. Why wouldn't I? Greetings. Got something for me? Right on.
We sell bows, arrows, and ale. A unique combination, to be sure. Ah, what are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know. Thank you very much for your business.
What can I do for you? Whatever you need. Onward.
Like, Sparrow, here we come.
Well, hello there. You must be the luckiest woman in all of Skyrim to have caught my eye.
What?
I know you heard me.
Must have been the wind.
The wind could not blow as hard as I am, falling for you.
Right.
Your lungs must be so strong.
Tell me, dark-haired beauty, do you believe in love at first sight? Or should I walk by again?
Walk away. Forever.
No one could say that to Chadron and mean it. My jewel, mark my words. I will sweep you off your feet, but it does not have to be today.
Or ever. I know just the thing to cheer you up after whatever that was.
Unlimited mead.
I heard the gourmets hiding out.
I've heard there's a
somewhere in
festival
Skyrim.
happening in
You know,
Solitude.
the fella who wrote that
I'm not
cookbook?
entirely sure what it's about, but I bet it's worth a trip.
Can't say festivals have always gone well for me. And I really want that made. Maybe Haunting Brew instead? Or how about both?
Both? I love that! I don't want to miss the festival, but wherever you want to go first works for me, friend. Katana, is something wrong?
No. Why are you whispering?
No, so no one could hear, silly. So, nothing's wrong?
Don't worry. I'm fine. This is quite fun.
I'm pleased we're doing this.
Will you be cooking something with all that garlic you have?
Look at me go!
What were you like as a kid?
I just want to take this moment to say I appreciate you. Have you had fresh cabbage from the market here? They're so good when you eat them like apples. No, really. Try it.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
I'd make a great mom.
Hey, watch it!
Watch what you're doing.
You seem attached to your chair. You are mastering the art of relaxation. So, how's it going?
You must be exhausted.
Got something for just about everyone in here. Give up. Have you met my father? He's the steward, the finest weapons and armor. Stay sharp.
Some people just have a kind face. They smell like garlic. Not a bad thing, really. Is anyone going to stop me from using this? How do you feel about crowds? How many people live here? Wine at the Bannered Mares. It's good.
Not bad. Reminds me when I first started smithing.
What's your favorite store around here?
Someone told me something interesting. A farmer grew a very special carrot, one that's supposed to smell as sweet as honey. Well, I thought Cappy, my handsome steed, might like that carrot, but I don't want to go after it alone. That's exactly what I hoped for. I heard it was at Chilfaro Farm. You're such a great friend, you know that? Cappy will be so thrilled when I give him this special treat. This isn't what I'm best at, but it's fun. Do I have something you need? Right.
Goody. Should I be worried? Whatever you need, I'll do my best. Maybe I carry some things. All right.
You sure use a warm bed right about now?
I want to smell baked goods every morning. Don't you?
What are you doing that for?
We can take on anything.
What's your next move? What are you asking? Got a specific way of doing things? Let's go.
We need honey nut treats, but not the same old ones we always get. Something new.
No point messing with something that doesn't need fixing. Off to the bannered mare then.
Again? No, I told you. I want something new. Maybe without raisins or with some other kind of nuts. Different nuts. Different, Deep Voss.
That's the me talking. You don't mean it. Besides, I want the same old nuts and the same old treats, like always.
Just this once. We'll go to the Drunken Huntsman, see what kind they make. You might even like it.
You want new nuts in your honey nut treats? I've got something for you. Try these nuts. Here, read it later.
Barely felt that. Hello there. Time for something sweet. The meat here is excellent.
Not looking to make a new friend.
Even if Nazim is, well, Nazim, he seems to have been generous with his employee. This is the place. The carrot should be here some. We need to be careful and quiet. If anyone sees us, we'll get in trouble. Love that confidence. And I know we can pull this off. let's head back to the Bannered Mare. Then we'll talk. Katana, I'm sorry you had to see that.
Sometimes things are a little gray. I understand.
There once was a hero named Ragnar.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself.
We are the children of man.
Be careful.
Have you seen Skior around? I want to ask, are you... Where else would I want? So, to be counted in that line is a bit of immortality. Even if I never see Sovngarde, I'll have that much.
I've heard you may actually be stronger than... Good work. A simple job, but it keeps the coin rolling in. Here's your share. A citizen of the... It seems that a predator has invaded their home, and someone needs to clear the beast. Good. I knew that we could count on you. It's simply a beast, but be cautious. The beasts of Skyrim are made of sterner stuff than most.
I can. It might save your life.
This is typically a great time to eat.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
I breathe now in royalty and reshape this land which is mine. I do this for you, please.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables
The finest
for
cuts.
sale. Come on in. Just stoke the fire.
It's
Take a
really
seat
great
and
we're
get the cold
friends.
out.
I was hoping to find some way to thank you.
You
I
want
hope
a drink?
This does the trick.
Now please, no more questions.
You did great back there. I'd like to give it to Cappy soon, so thanks so much for your help. Cappy will be thrilled when he tastes this.
We could stay for a while.
Greetings, traveler. If you're hungry, Hulda has some stew straight from the fire and some mead to sate your thirst. You're very welcome. Enjoy your time here in Whiterun, and let me know if you need another drink. Hey, gorgeous. What brings a lady like you? He's tried, but no. It's usually the drunks that are a problem. As soon as the ale starts flowing, a slap across the face usually shakes them out of it. I've even gone down to talk with their wives or husbands on occasion. The embarrassment puts an end to any foolishness. Works every time. Welcome, traveler. The best food and drink in all of Skyrim, and from the best tavern, no less. Good luck out there.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to. If there's nothing else, I have work to do.
Move along.
Hiya. I did. Cappy loved it so much. Doesn't he seem happier to you lately? Well, it's all thanks to you. You know, there's not many people like you. I'm so glad we get to travel together. I'll be your anchor. Glad we met. beautiful.
Couldn't ask for better weather.
Hi there. I did. Cappy loved it so much. Doesn't he seem happier to you lately? Well, it's all thanks to you. I really appreciate your help, and so does he. You know, there's not many people like you. I'm so glad we get to travel together. these stones at the same time. I suppose that would be difficult, but think about it.
I've been hunting and fishing in the... It's not. There's enough for... Need... Something?
What are you doing?
How tickle them.
Get away with that!
Jeez. Is it just me, or does that cloud look like a spider? Hey there. I see how it is. You're just keeping me around as a pack mule. So where's my carrot? Okay then.
Hello there. Okay, sure. Off we go.
It's good to have your company. Only if you sing me a song first. Kidding. What do you have? Okay. What's going on? No problem. All right.
Do you think it will rain?
What's your next move? Maybe I carry some things? All right.
I am waiting for a good death.
They don't look peaceful. I love getting a little lost sometimes. Prepare yourself. I am going to get you.
I already miss fighting. You're lucky I like it.
There we have it.
And now the other damsel in distress, you're saving me. Excuse me.
Everything okay? Okay, sure. Right on.
Bit of a stench. Moments like this, everything just feels right.
swear I'll kill you. Where are you? There you are.
I get a little jumpy, so be nice.
I can take you. This is the end for you. Kill you. That's your best, huh? Be careful.
Trying to catch a fly?
You picked it.
Can we take their stuff? It'll be a taste of their own medicine. Shall we uncover some secrets?
Did your knees just pop? Must be important. Quiet step.
What if you and Katana had a duel?
Oh my god. You know they have other plans.
What? It's not a terrible idea.
You just want to watch.
Maybe I do. There's nothing wrong with that. I really don't think you're going to make it. Okay, I'll try to be quiet.
Feeling all right, friend?
just fart. I'll always do my best with you. Okay, sure. Right?
What's going on? Maybe I carry some things? Uh-huh.
Ugh, so dark.
Someone there.
Give them hell.
I'm glad we met.
Fresh-baked loaves, still warm from the oven.
What's the hurry?
You tried mercenary work? You found it! I've been looking for that blade for months! You took on all those bandits yourself? Thank you. Here, my father had a favorite sword and shield technique. Let me teach it to you, in honor of his memory. Travel safe. Huh?
I love, even as man.
Be careful.
come to me with questions. I know our history almost as Vignar by now, except I can remember it.
You still need to prove yourself, whelp.
We Greymanes have been feuding with the Battleborns for years. There's no more bitter enemy than an old friend. I'm done talking anyway.
I'd be dead if not for Vignar. Took me in and helped me turn my life around.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgrim. I'll show you what I can about protecting yourself.
Have you seen Skjor? Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents.
Oh,
I could browse for hours.
Interesting mixture. Keep experimenting. You'll improve with practice.
I love shopping.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask. You'll find tonics. What do you need, my friend? Ah, so you're an alchemist then. Be careful out there.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. do come back.
Man, you said, let me show you the power of Talos Storm's crown. Born of the north, where my breath is long.
Divine smile on you, friend. Good to see you. You take care of you. Now. Come to Dragon's Reach to Yes? Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision.
It may be hard to believe, but I grew up in a manor more ornate than this. Gold and jewels glittered everywhere.
It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me? I prefer my books and my spells. It's been good talking to you.
You picked a bad time to get lost. No more!
I'll have your head on a pike.
Go. I saw that. Let's do this.
Death awaits you.
I'll be your anchor.
You're pathetic.
You can't stop us.
Try and fight back.
How's that feel? You'll be forgotten by sundown tomorrow. Anyone here?
fire will tear you apart. Ready for us. That hurt.
Come at me.
I can help. Just... All right. All right.
What's the very first thing you think about when you wake up? So peaceful. You have plans to change that, don't you?
Not now, traveler. Come back when you are ready. Not now, traveler.
What a sight.
Back when you are ready. Not now, traveler. Come back when you are ready.
As fair as an evening of springtime. That's the part.
Just taking it. Sure, we're not alone. Time to end this little game.
Go tickle him.
No one messes. I cannot best you.
Sneaking must be important. Let's go. Want a drink?
Did I miss something? Hi! You need to lighten your load. Alrighty. This will be over soon. Making me work.
Dusty.
Nothing we couldn't handle. You're not winning this one. I really don't think you're going to make it.
It'll be alright. I'm a little harder to kill. Bleeding, but not breaking. Hold on. Here we go. I'll make you beg for mercy. You know it.
You're not all that.
Just 1 second. I'm not dead. Not yet.
We will all be okay.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Old friend, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know. I'm as much a Nord as just one more. It's not my. And yet, they want to heap the fault on my family's good name? Ah!
What is it?
Oh.
What has happened to the Gildergreen? I have traveled long here
Glad
to
we
worship
can
in
both
these
relax.
branches.
I needed
It was
this.
taken by a lightning strike. Wish I had time to deal with it, but it's hard enough with all these wounded from the war.
Please. Don't just let it stay like this. It's disgraceful.
Those
I really
attend to
don't
the
have time to
wounded are
deal with you
city
right
saints.
now. Please just let me get back to my work.
But this is supposed to be
Yes.
your work.
Time for a little nap. And food! Probably not in that order.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy...
My body.
Oh, Well, I honestly didn't expect you to come back. Of course, I'm glad you did. Now... I don't really want to touch that thing, though. Do you think you could handle the next step? Eldergleam Sanctuary. You can use Nettlebane to retrieve some of its sap.
Was I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the Grove? I am I've dreamed of seeing Eldergleam for years. I thank you for your kindness.
Today, they take away your faith. But what of tomorrow? What then? Do the elves take it home?
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed. I'd even take a look. Do come back.
Greetings. Do you need to lighten your load? Right.
Anything.
I've been looking... Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the... Looks like that's it. Got to go.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthor.
Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
They can barely tolerate our presence on Earth. Today, they take away.
Good to see you. Yes? Of course.
What's going on? Maybe I carry some things? Talk later then. I'm not going anywhere.
Our presence on Earth. Today, they take away your friend. But what of tomorrow? What then?
Carrying a little too much?
Elves take your homes, your businesses, your children, your very lives. And what does the Empire do? Nothing. Nay, worse than nothing. The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Dalmor against its own people. So rise up, children of the Empire. Rise up, Stormcloaks. Embrace the word of mighty Dao. He
Are we staying a while?
Oh, I hope so.
This is nice.
It is, isn't it?
So, is there anything to eat? Some cheese? Maybe wine to go with it?
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Now's not the time. Now, take a look. Thank you very much for your business.
I've been looking for you. Let's see. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Careful.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
This is my treasure.
Enough! Son of a...
Never should have come here.
Hell.
No, it's not really possible. I really want to blink.
You can. Close your eyes and quickly open them again.
You had me there for a moment.
In a inn, I loved strolling through the park at sunrise, listening to birdsong, a relief from the raven's nightly caws.
getting out of here!
Whoa, I really felt that one.
You to mess with me. Getting out of here! Enough! Victory is yours! I submit!
You're not in charge around here.
We are ready! Come on! Come on!
cannot best you.
I've got your back, and you have mine. Bring it on.
We got ourselves a hero. Get him, boys. Something? Is someone there? Someone there?
Victory is yours. No more. I yield. I yield.
You'll wish you didn't run into us. Here we go.
Someone there?
Mercy!
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend. Did you hear something?
Try not to embarrass yourself. Are you ready?
Come on! And I die! Fire! You're dead. You hear me? Dead! Not a chance. You hear me? Dead! So much easier to roll when you're
Your crimes end right here, right now.
Wait, no, not your boy.
I really don't think you're going to make it.
Tell you what, you start running, so I can stab you in the back.
wits about you. I'll try to stay close. You'll die today. How does that feel? Sorry, but you're not going to make it. No one can stop us.